Back to the long-term stuff after we cover price action. And today, what we're going to be talking about in the mindfulness stuff to start is thinking about thinking, right? And for some of you, you might not understand what that means, but it's having a level of awareness where in the moment you can have the ability to take a thought and then begin to analyze that same thought in that moment, right? So it's almost, I like to call it an outer body experience where you're capable of looking at yourself and analyzing yourself and judging yourself in the moment of actually doing something. It's kind of crazy when you think about it because it's almost like you're separating yourself, but you're the same person. So it's hard to make sense of it, but there are ways of increasing the ability to do this within your own head. Okay? Thinking about the thoughts that you're thinking. As crazy as it sounds. So I'm going to jump right into the iPad. I'm going to click the screen record and we're going to start off by reading this quote. This screen record takes me so long. I apologize, guys. Okay. Screen record should have started. Don't know why it didn't tell me. Okay, no. We're screen recording. Sorry, guys. Okay. So the chapter is called Thinking About Thinking. Alright? The quote that I wanted to read is by V.K. Tharp, author of Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom. Alright? So if you guys want to check out the book, you guys can. It's V.K. Tharp. This is where the quote is coming from. Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom. I'm probably going to throw the book up in the corner of the screen in the edit. So it'll be there for you guys. And I'll probably put the link under the video. You do not trade the markets. You trade your beliefs about the markets. Thoughts and beliefs as simple as the market is going up can have a profound impact on your behavior, and decision making. Sometimes these thoughts will be useful and helpful to you. At other times, they will hinder you, clouding your judgment and swaying your actions. A large part of your thinking activity occurs outside of your conscious awareness. But you will also be able to recall times when a particular train of thought, a strongly held view or perception about the market came to your conscious awareness, sat in your mind, and influenced your emotions, feelings, and actions. Okay? So I'm going to read that one again, a little bit faster, a little bit right through, just so you guys really get an idea of what this gentleman is trying to say. Okay? You do not trade the markets. You trade your beliefs about the markets. Thoughts and beliefs as simple as the market is going up can have a profound impact on your behavior and decision making. Sometimes these thoughts will be useful and helpful to you. At other times, they will hinder you, clouding your judgment and swaying your actions. A large part of your thinking activity occurs outside your conscious awareness, but you will also be able to recall times when a particular train of thought, a strongly held view or perception about the market came to your conscious awareness, sat in your mind, and influenced your emotions and feelings and actions. Okay, so let's discuss the quote a bit. What this gentleman, V.K. Tharp, in my perspective, is attempting to say is that at the end of the day, conscious awareness, he says it twice in that quote, right? Outside of your conscious awareness. So let's go back to that, where he says it twice. He's like, a large part of your thinking activity occurs outside of your conscious awareness. Think about what that means. A large part of your thinking activity goes outside of your conscious awareness. We all know what being conscious means. We all know what being aware means. The fact that there are thoughts and there's a level of thinking going on outside of me being aware of that thinking is amazing. All right? Think about how beautiful your mind is and that quote in itself. All right? Your mind, as it's consciously moving through the day, okay? You could be performing a task. You guys do this all the time. And be thinking about something else, right? But at the same time, your mind is still working on the task. It's still thinking about it. Your hands still have to move. Your hands still have to grab the wheel, etc., etc., etc. But your mind is still somewhere else thinking about something else. So that means that obviously this quote is as simple as it gets. You guys do it. Everybody in the world does it. A large part of thinking activity occurs outside of your conscious awareness, okay? But you will also be able to recall times where a particular train of thought, a strong held view or perception of the market came into your conscious awareness, okay? Sat in your mind and influenced your thoughts, feelings, and actions. So, why I highlighted it? Because I loved it. The way it was able to explain the fact that our minds are basically can be in two places at the same time. And where this is going is it's trying to explain to you that you can put your mind in both of those places when you're trading, right? So your conscious is analyzing the market, but your subconscious is what I'm going to call it, or you're outside, in the quote, outside of your conscious awareness. So whatever is going on outside of your conscious awareness, because this is a large part of thinking. He's not actually naming what that other side is. Let's name it your subconscious. A large part of thinking in your subconscious goes on, right? So if you can bring these two together, bring your subconscious mind to start analyzing this, and then this to start counteracting and analyzing this on this side, you will be in good shape, because at that point you will be thinking about thinking. But let me continue on with the quote that it says here. Becoming more mindful, having a greater awareness of your thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, learning to relate them in a different way with less attachment can help you enhance your trading. So learning to relate them in a different way with less attachment can help you enhance your trading and decisions. Sorry if it becomes redundant when I repeat things, but I feel like it just helps, guys. Okay? So that part of the mindfulness section I wanted to cover. Why? Because I'm going to be discussing today price action with you guys. And when price action is happening, it's so fast at times where it's really hard to focus in on what's going on, right? Because there's so many things that will be counteracting your thoughts, right? One side will be saying this, the other side will be saying another. So during price action, you really need to have the formula down that I'm going to give you guys, and then execute it accordingly. If it doesn't play out the way you really want it, at that point, either the price action is not there, or maybe you're holding too long, you're expecting too much. Whatever the case is, follow this small, simple formula, and you should be in good shape. Okay? So